All right. Okay, Ash just muted herself. All right. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. I'm really excited to talk about this tonight because I feel like as new coaches or just coaches who kind of want some guidance, this is going to be a very helpful topic. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with it. So if you guys can't really hear me, just tell me to speak up. Um, but we wanted to just go over what the business building activities are as a coach. So for those of you who are looking to actually build a business, what are the things that you should be focusing on every single day? I know for myself, and I know for Ash too, and maybe some other veteran coaches on this call, we have learned the hard way on spending time working on things that don't move our businesses forward. And it can be really exhausting and frustrating because you feel like you're doing so much for the business when in hindsight you're not actually doing anything that is going to grow your team or your business or your income. So I'm just going to jump right into it. There's 4 things that you guys should be focusing on: sending connections daily, sending invites daily, intentional posting, and tracking your business. Because and I'll just jump right into tracking. If you're not tracking your business yet, you need to find some way that works for you because it will save you time than scrolling back through your messages and trying to remember who you were supposed to follow up with or who you were supposed to message, or someone who says, get back to me after I have my baby. How are you going to remember that if in 9 months you're supposed to message them and you don't have it written down anywhere? So if you're not tracking, just try something for 30 days, see how it works for you. If it doesn't, try something new, whether it's on the computer like Asana or Teamsy or Streak or Excel, or you can use like pen and paper and a notebook. You can use Siri. I use Siri a lot for like my appointments and like other random things. So if you want to like say, remind me to message so-and-so, like use her. But just find something that works for you and start there. So right now I just started reading, I think it was like 2 days ago, I started reading The Slight Edge. I've heard so many things about this book from so many coaches. And I guess it used to be available on YouTube for like a free Audible, but I was never able to find it. And then I kind of just gave up on it. So I got it on my Kindle. It was, I think, $7.99. But it talks a lot about the problem of knowing what we need to do and just not doing it, or knowing what we need to do and kind of ignoring it because it's so easy and it's so simple that we just kind of overlook it. And I know that's something I used to do. Like, I know I should be inviting people every day. I know I should be connecting with people every day, but I'm spending time on, scrolling Facebook and liking posts or talking to people and then never actually sending an invite to them. And that's all great, but you have to be inviting them also. So basically what you can do if you don't have a lot of time, or if you have multiple jobs, like I know Jackie is a hairdresser and a teacher and she coaches. So if anyone can be an example of how you don't need a lot of time to be successful in this business, ask her, because she literally goes nonstop. But you can do it as little as 20-minute increments a day, up to an hour, depending on how focused you can stay. But the idea is to stay focused in that time that you're working your business. So if you have to set a timer for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, or break it up into 2 30-minute increments, you want to make sure that you are doing what's on your list and you're not shying away from that, because anything that you do in between that time, you're wasting. So something that I started doing that I got from another coach was 20-minute timer and just writing down 26 names in a notebook, because there's 26 lines. And it's so simple that I was like, okay, I'm going to adopt it and see how it works for me. So all that this really is the first couple names on the notebook. You write down the new friends that you've added from the day before. And I've heard from a few coaches, I don't know who to talk to, or all of my friends are coaches, or all of my friends are family members or coworkers or people who I know aren't going to order. that just means you have to be expanding your network more. And the more you're doing that every day, the more people that you'll be able to reach. So the first couple names on your list should be the new friends that you've added. And then the second group of names underneath that are your thank you messages. So when you're posting, those are the people that you're going to thank for liking your posts, supporting you, whatever. Just have it be a very natural, genuine, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. I really appreciate the love and support. Happy hump day. Hope you're enjoying your week or whatever. And then the last couple names to fill up the bottom should just be random people on your friends list. So I know that for me, there were a lot of people that I used to add and then never write their names down. And then I would never have conversations with them. And they're just potential people who would be a challenger or a dream coach on my team or somebody who needs my help. And I just haven't taken the time to look through who I'm already friends with and message them. So that should fill up the bottom of your list. So the idea is when you're setting your timer for this list, you should not be replying back to any of the messages that you're sending because it can be really distracting. And if you start talking to someone about, thank you so much for liking my posts, and they're like, yeah, like blah, 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 I would love to do what you do. And then you're like, oh, like, and then you start getting into talking about the business, that's going to take up your 20 minutes. And then you're going to talk to one person. So send all of those messages. And then the following day, you should get back to all of those people. And then the day after that is when I would do the 26 names again. And then the day after that, get back to all of those people. Unless you have the select few who are like, I want to do exactly what you're doing. Sign me up. Like, I don't care what it is or how much it is. I just want to like look like you or feel like you or be as happy as you. Because people will start to say that if you are posting with intention. So I'm just going to jump right into that. If you are posting and you feel like every day you're talking about the same thing and you feel like no one cares about your posts, or you feel like you're not getting much engagement, or you're just posting like I just finished my workout, you probably are feeling, or your followers are probably feeling how you feel about your posts. So something that I have been focusing on doing a lot more is regardless of what picture you're sharing. So say you just finished your workout and you want to post a picture of your workout. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to say, just finish my workout. You can use that to tell part of your story. So every single person on this call has something that has changed since you decided to start coaching. Whether you feel healthier, you have more energy, you are happier, you're down 75 pounds, you are a more positive person. You know what I mean? Like there is something that you can use as an example to say, this is how I used to be, and this is where I am now. And you guys should be focusing on sharing those things every single day in your posts. And I know it sounds like really excessive, but I've seen other coaches post like this, and I've started doing it more often because I realized on another one of our team calls when Ashley was going through my posts, and she was like, oh, let me find an example to show the team. And she was scrolling through my posts. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have any. Like we can't even find one. That's how unoften I'm doing it. So that's another thing that you guys can do that I think is super helpful, is just doing self-reflection on your posts, on your Instagram feed. Like that's the best way to see, okay, am all I doing is posting pictures of my cats? Am all I doing is posting pictures of my kids? Am I not in any of my pictures? Because people want to follow you. They want to see you. And if you think of the people who you stalk like religiously, are they people that post quotes? Are they people that post things of their recipes? Or are they things of people who really share just themselves? And I know that I used to feel annoying. I used to be like, shout out to so-and-so, because I felt weird sharing selfies. So I'd pretend that it was like to someone else. But you're not going to annoy the people that are meant to be in your life and that you're meant to connect with. So if they don't want to follow you, then it doesn't matter anyway, because they're not the people you want in your circle. So if you are posting with intention and you're inviting those people that you're saying, hey, thank you for liking my posts, or your new friends that you're like, hey, I loved your dress and your profile picture. Where did you get it? And they're whatever they respond. And then they say, by the way, I saw something about this coaching thing that you're doing, or I saw you posting about this group that you're hosting. Like, that's a natural way for someone to start talking about it. And just by doing this within the last 2 weeks, I would say, I've had 2 people from just random non-Beachbody conversations that I genuinely was like, hey, I love your blah, blah, blah. Where did you get it? Or, oh my God, your dog is so cute. What kind is it? Or how old is it? Or whatever. They asked me about coaching or a challenge group because of my posts and signed up. So there's 2 pieces of the puzzle, but you have to be doing both in order to grow your business. Because like I said before, sending connections is awesome. Having those genuine conversations are awesome. And sending your follow-ups are awesome. But if you're not continuously messaging and inviting people every single day, your business will not grow. And I think one of the biggest things too, along with tracking your contacts, is tracking what you're doing every single day. Because for those of you who are in our Dash to Diamond training for the Gold Supremacy, Ashley and I are also in one with Raina and like all of Sam's personally sponsored coaches. And we also have to track our business. And when I notice that my business starts to do this, I look at my tracker and I'm like, okay, I've sent no invites, or I've only sent 2 invites every single day for the week. No wonder that I'm not starting that cyclical cycle of having people start to like constantly commit. So if you are going to do anything with Beachbody during your 20 to 30 minutes to your hour or whatever, you should be doing at least 1 intentional post a day, because you don't want to do 5 and just have them be random and just get something up there. Because I've done that. I've taken like memes or like quotes or like random pictures of my dogs just to put a post out there. But 1 to 2 intentional posts with like a very subtle like invites to your people is going to get your business moving a lot quicker than just posting 5 random things like, oh, I'll share a motivational quote. Like, no, people can search those things on Pinterest themselves. They're going to your page to connect with you and to be motivated by you. I just lost what my other train of thought was. Oh, and also about posts that I wrote down was focus on your lighting and your overall message of your photos. So because if you have Instagram, because on Instagram, people are literally just going like this and scrolling. If your picture doesn't look like it's taken on a flip phone from 2002, people are probably going to stop and look at your photos. If it's like dark and blurry and like looks edited and it's just like this big like Google image, like people are going to scroll right by it because like they don't care. So what I would suggest, something that I've noticed that has made a huge difference, get a desk lamp. I have one. I don't know if you guys can see. It's this thing right here. It has like the like bendy body, and you can like move it, and it has like the light bulb like underneath. Use that and like shine it on you when you go to take your picture, or find a window in your house when it's like super bright out and take your picture. Or if you're getting ready to go out for the day and the sun is shining and you set up your phone on like your glass of water as your prop or your stand or your tripod or whatever, take a bunch of different pictures and then use those when you want to post later on. But if you take time to make sure that you care about the pictures that you're posting on your page and you're constantly inviting and having those genuine conversations, I promise you, you'll see a huge change in your business, because I have, and I know Ashley has, when you are trying to actually treat this like a business and not just, well, I hope I can be successful at this. I'm going to do what my coach tells me to do and post and talk to people. But like, ask yourself, am I doing what I would be doing if I invested like $1,000 into this business? Would I care a little bit more about what my pictures looked like? Would I care a little bit more about how many people I'm having conversations with? And then the last thing really is just set bigger goals for yourself. So I know that hitting Success Club is extremely important. And if you are a business builder or you consider yourself a business builder in this business, Success Club should be a no matter what for you every single month. But I know if I shoot for Success Club 6, I might get 4, and then I have to bust my ass the last day of the month. If I plan on helping, okay, all I have to do is help 3 people in 30 days. Like, what are the chances that I'm going to work really, really hard every single day to help 3 people? They're not. I'm probably going to wait till the last week of the month because 3 people in 30 days doesn't sound like a lot, but then you're losing all of that momentum. So I would set your numbers high, set them to 10, set them to 15, because even if you don't hit that and you don't help 5 people, you'll still fall short, will still be hitting your goal, or at least a benchmark, so that you can make sure that you're gaining that momentum. Yes, Ash said help all the people. So, and that's the thing too, is like in the book that I'm reading, The Slight Edge, it talks about this line of failure and then of survival and then of success. And I know I do it. I'm like, I'll be working throughout the month and I'll be like kind of doing stuff, kind of talking to people, and I'll see in my online office Thursday morning, I made a $200 paycheck. And I'm like, shit, like I cannot live off a $200 paycheck. And then I bust my ass really hard and I try really hard and I send out 15 invitations and I connect with people and I follow up. And then all of a sudden I'm making almost a $600 paycheck. And I'm like, sweet, I rock. And then I stop doing it. And then I get back down and I make another $200 paycheck because I'm not doing anything. But like, that's our problem, is when we see success, we're like, cool, like I can coast. But like, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. So if you just did what you did to get yourself to those high goals that you're proud of, like imagine, okay, not making $600 a week, or say your goal is 500. Now you're making 800 or $900 because you got that momentum and you kept going. So I think that is the biggest thing too, is just don't get comfortable, because when you do, you make excuses for yourself and you stop doing those daily habits that are important. So if you guys are the type of people who are like, okay, well, I need someone to tell me exactly what to do every single day, shoot to send 10 invites a day, shoot to connect with 10 new people a day. And if those are the only things that you do every single day, well, obviously your workout and drink your shake. But if those are the only things that you do for the day, your business will still grow. But if you look at, if you're tracking your business, whether it's on Asana or in the business activity tracker or Excel or whatever, piece of paper, and you look and you see, yes, I did my workout every day. Yes, I did my shake every day, but I didn't invite anyone. I didn't connect with anyone, and I didn't read my personal development. Then no wonder your business isn't growing. And it's like the best constructive criticism that you can give for yourself, because you can see where you're lacking. And it's not that you suck at it. You're just not doing what you need to be doing, and it's an easy fix. I'm just going to see if I have anything else on here. No. Okay. Does anyone have any questions on anything, any of the business building activities, or anything that has been helpful, or just any random questions at all? We have about 8 more minutes before we have to jump off.
I don't have a question, but I just want to agree with you that the pictures, like the bright pictures and sharing every single day your story, will make your business blow up. I am living proof of it. Like, yeah. I've easily hit Success Club 10 plus every month ever since I started, having more intention in my posts.
Mm-hmm. I think because people can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they wait for your posts, and because the same people like your stuff as soon as you post it, mm-hmm. like that's when you know that they actually care about what you're saying. And you don't have to be doing this for a long time to build that traction. Like you guys can decide tomorrow, like I'm going to apply everything and just run with it. And another thing too, if you guys don't have Snapchat and don't use like real-time updates for your business, Instagram stories right now are huge. And if you don't know what they are, you can just YouTube them. But basically, people are just using that as a way to share what they're doing every single day. So if you don't want to do videos of yourself doing your workouts in all of your posts, do little snippets of you on an Instagram story so people can see that. And then a picture of like a mason jar with your shake in it so people can see that you're having a shake every day. Or, you know, if you're outside with your kids at 6 o'clock and you're working on your computer and you want to share that. But I would utilize that if you guys are not already, and just share those real-time things that other people, you know, other people don't have and aren't doing, that you could help them with. Let me check the chat. I think this one's old. Yeah. All right. Any last minute questions, you guys? No? Okay. I will post a recording tomorrow morning. And if you guys have any other questions regarding like any of the things that we talked about, just shoot it in the event page or in the recording when it's posted tomorrow. But I hope this helped you guys. And if you apply it and you notice a difference, please let us know. Because obviously, like, we all want everyone to succeed, and it's exciting when people start to find things that click and they start to build that momentum, because it's like you get this light bulb moment and then everyone can kind of feed off of it and be excited for you. So if you notice something that changes and starts to work, just share it and we will give you all the love on your post. All right, guys, thanks for hopping on. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later.